up a call center to answer your questions on coronavirus.
Yeah, so that number right there on the bottom of your screen, 1-800-525-0127. And after dialing, by the way, you'll need to press the pound key. Also be aware that they are getting a lot of calls from all over the state, so just be prepared to wait on the line when you do call.
Yeah, meanwhile, a new case in North Carolina has a connection here to our state. Health officials tell us that person is at home in isolation awaiting results from the CDC. Q13's Frankie Thompson is here to explain. Frankie?
Jamie, this North Carolina resident was here in Washington at a long-term care facility. Health officials did not name the facility, but say it has a current coronavirus outbreak.
Health officials joined North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper in announcing their state's first presumptively positive case of coronavirus.
They did travel back from the state of Washington. They did return from state of Washington on a flight.
While they wait for the CDC to confirm test results, officials say they're contacting everyone the person may have come close to.
We are doing and starting that work now to trace folks' immediate contacts that they would have had, and that includes going back to making sure folks on that flight are made aware.
Seattle-Tacoma International Airport increased cleaning and sanitizing ever since the outbreak started in China. Now that more cases are happening in Washington, the airport's janitorial staff has ramped up efforts even more, focusing on high touchpoint areas and more hand sanitizing stations at the international arrivals area. No matter which side of the country, officials in both states are encouraging everyone to practice good hygiene to reduce their risk of infection.
Pay attention when you yourself or a member of your family is sick. Stay home, don't go out, don't be around other people.
Health officials in North Carolina say this is an isolated case in their state. Their Department of Health and Human Services, Public Safety, and Emergency Management created a task force. The group is developing plans for a range of scenarios in case the virus becomes widespread. Those state officials say they're also going to increase testing capacity now that a case is in North Carolina.
Yeah, speaking of, do we know the condition of the person? And really quickly, do we know if officials in North Carolina are treating this case any differently than here in Washington?
Yeah, so we know that this person is doing well and they are at home while in isolation, just like we've seen happening here. Their Wake County Health Department is in close contact. They're asking that person to monitor their own temperature, health, and provide very specific details. Officials say in order for that person to be released from isolation, they'll have to have 2 negative tests 24 hours apart and show no symptoms. So a little bit more of that wait and see, just like we've been seeing here.
All right, Frankie, thank you for that. Right now, we want to turn to weather and take a look.